It's Friday, April 30th, 2021, and this is The Inbox with Greg Nibler. Hello, everyone. Yes, indeed, it is The Inbox with Greg Nibler. That's me. Thank you for following wherever you are. Hit subscribe to Two Box Media. We aren't live today, but we will be back live on Monday, so I'll let you know that. But I wanted to give you some things to think about over the weekend, so that's why today's episode is actually specialized news. We're going to talk about flying devices, and that's what I wanted to get to. There's some pretty cool things to cover, so let's get right to it. The first one is this, which I think is badass. It's called a hoverboard, and yes, it's real. This is footage of a man flying down a city street, basically looking like the Green Goblin. This was footage captured a couple of days ago, and it is real. It looks like it's doctored. It looks like it's fake. It's not. So here's what's going on here if you have seen this video going around. It's thought that this is actually from a company called Omni Hoverboard. Omni Hoverboard has been around for a few years, saying that they're going to be developing this. They've got some other videos they've put up and shown before of crazy people actually hopping on this and flying around, and this looks like it's another demonstration of that. So this hoverboard is allegedly going to be going on sale at some point for somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000. So it's expensive, but it's pretty amazing how it actually works to see this kind of technology actually coming out and being part of something that you could actually buy. I mean, I want to know how many of you out there would fly on this thing. Would you hop on it? I would want to do it in theory. I don't think I'd do it over a city street. I'd probably do it over water, and I know I would crash. I crash on everything, even the hoverboards that are on the ground, the ones that don't really hover, but nonetheless, I've crashed those. So probably it'd be a dangerous thing for me, but nonetheless, pretty cool to see somebody actually doing it. So if those do come available, please let me know if you're going to be picking one of those up. That is the Omni Hoverboard, we believe, flying down a city street. All right, something else big in the news that I think that everybody should know about as well has to do with the world's widest plane. Yes, this is the plane called the Stratolaunch Plane. So it's from a company called Stratolaunch, which was actually founded by late Microsoft co-founder and Blazers and Seahawks owner Paul Allen. And it is huge. It's got two different fuselages on it. The thing is actually 385 feet wide. That's what the wingspan is, which is nearly twice that of a Boeing 747. It's in the news today because it made another successful test flight and landing, and that is why a lot of people are talking about it. So you might be wondering, what is this for? Is this going to be the future of air travel as we know it? Not really. What this thing is designed for is actually to take up a hypersonic, basically test plane up to a really high altitude and then launch it off of that. And that is going to be providing some test data for the Department of Defense, but that's the whole point behind this thing. The hypersonic vehicle itself that will attach to it is going to be rocket powered, and it's going to be 28 feet long by 14 feet wide. So it's just going to be designed for that. This plane, though, in particular from Stratolaunch is called Rock, which is the name of a legendary bird. And that is what they've been doing with this thing. So it's kind of weird to see. It reminds you of like the spruce goose of this thing shouldn't be able to fly, but yet it does fly. So this is what they're hoping to bring out and start using more regularly here in the near future. But that was the test launch that happened. Pretty cool footage to see there. Another big thing in the news. I know I keep saying big things, but hey, it's all revolving around flying technology today. So this is one I have to talk about, and it is the Mars Helicopter Ingenuity with yet another test flight. I mean, I guess it's beyond test flights right now. You can't even call it that. This is what they've done. So this is the fourth flight that happened. It got delayed a couple of days, and NASA just released an image of it. So this is an image. We're going to be getting the footage of the actual flying back sometime. It takes a while to get that data back, but this is just an incredible success story for NASA and the JPL of what they've been able to do. They didn't even know if this thing would make it there intact, let alone be able to fly on an alien planet, which it already did that first. So every time it does something, it's the first time it's been done. So this flight itself was supposed to go for about 436 feet and last about 117 seconds. So that's the longest one by far. Now that they've done this, they're planning ahead to things they didn't even realize they were going to get to do. And that's having it actually help out the Perseverance rover by mapping out different places where it could go, maybe different paths it could take as it does its exploration, and also to help it search for microbial life on Mars. Pretty amazing seeing this kind of thing. You have to think that a helicopter is going to be part of pretty much every future rover or lander mission now, just because they've proven that they can do it. It's just an amazing scientific success story, and really looking forward to seeing those images. So look forward for those this weekend. And one other thing for this weekend to look out for is this. SpaceX is allegedly going to be test launching the SN15. This is the Starship prototype. The Starship is the ship that's eventually going to take people to the moon, around the moon, to Mars, and so on. And these are the prototypes they're doing right now. So far, if you've seen these tests, they all end up exploding. One of them actually landed, but then it exploded after that. So it's certainly in the testing phase, but the last one they did was the SN11, and they skipped 12, 13, and 14 and went straight to 15. So that's what they did with that one. But they said that this thing has a lot of advancements on it. It's going to be much more adept at hopefully successfully going up, rolling over on its side, and then falling down and landing. That's what they're kind of doing to see if it can actually bring people back. Like I said, so far, a lot of explosions. But we don't know exactly when they do it. They don't really let you know. So usually the best way is to follow SpaceX and get an alert on there. We'll also retweet it from our accounts, from 2Box Media, and from my own Greg Nibler, so you can follow along with that and watch it when it happens. Pretty cool stuff. And that hopefully is something else we'll get this weekend. I know this is a short show today, but I just wanted to bring you just that update of some cool things that I've seen in tech, because there's so much that's going on all the time. And in particular, do you want to fly on a hoverboard? I want to know the answer to that, if you would do it. Again, I think I would do it. I'd probably crash, so it better be a soft landing for myself. But please follow us at 2Box Media, TWO Box Media, whatever platform you're on. Share the show, like it. This is a quick tech update, but we'll be back on Monday with another live episode at 10 a.m. Pacific, so you can follow along and watch us then. We'll have a more extensive view of what's coming up. And if you see anything cool you think that I should talk about, let me know. Tag me at Greg Nibler. Write it in the comments. If there's some cool piece of tech out there or something you even want to know more about that you think we should cover, would love to. Also interviews too. If you're out there and you think, hey, this would be a good interview, I want to talk about what I'm doing, well, please let us know. We would love to talk to you about that as well. You can always email info@2Box Media. And thank you everybody for watching this kind of mini episode that we've got. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday with more news and another episode of The Inbox with Greg Nibler.